there she is suspended, and we were looking at 24 pounds. Okay, so as you can tell by the hulking mass that is this is a sleeping bag that I added to this kit. Now I watched my own video again the other night, and I went through and I made sure that I basically picked all the same gear I had in the first video. And which I'll run through very quickly in case you missed it. And I did make a few changes, hence the extra weight. Now what I did add is I added a sleeping bag. And yes, this is just the bag. And we're going to throw it on the scale individually and see how much it weighs. Where's my paracord? I think maybe some webbing would have been better than the paracord. Because paracord stretches. Like really my only complaint about paracord. And it's a minor one, or I just didn't have the lockdown tight enough. But it also gives me a nice cordage for like a ridge line if I wanted to. Okay, so you might be wondering, well, why a sleeping bag and not a wool blanket? Well, I kind of went over that in my sleeping bags or wool blanket video, and that is, I don't sleep good under a wool blanket. I don't know why, but with this, I'm going to be a lot more comfortable, even though it's just bulky as hell. I mean, that's a big bag. But then, you know, I'm a big guy, so a bag that would fit an extra large guy wouldn't fit me because it'd be too tight. And as I said, if I can't roll over, I can't sleep. So we're going to add a few, we're going to go over the additions to this. And I actually was planning on doing an overnighter, but it's dumping rain today, so what are you going to do? But at least I can get some feedback from you guys and what you think. And there'll be a separate video of the sleeping bag itself, so keep an eye. I'll probably have that up first, and then I'll go right into this, so you already know what the sleeping bag is. Okay, so we're going to do this quick. I added some extra food items. So I just have some Hockfiddle hash brown sausage and eggs, my favorite, some multi-grain bread, and some of this MRE chocolate peanut butter spread. Just a garbage bag. The same fire kit, Kinder, cotton balls, Vaseline, drink kit, which I kind of went through and took a few things out. Gloves, keep your hands safe. MSR pocket rocket with fuel can. And then I should have taken these out, but camera batteries. A non-YouTuber might not carry camera batteries unless you take a lot of pictures, which I highly encourage because you can never have enough photographs. I got these two bars are just an example. They're just something you can eat while you don't have to cook. You stop on a trail, maybe midday, you're feeling hungry, you don't want to bust out the stove and, you know, disassemble the pack. Like my cook pot's all the way down at the bottom of this. I can just open this up, eat, and then be on my way. So there's more food items. Then I should have taken this out, but I got some Texas Pete hot sauce in there. I was actually going to make lunch today, and that was going to be part of it. So whatever this weighs. Then the Mora Black and the saw, as you've seen before. Nalgene bottle of clean water. Then there's the pillow that came with the mummy bag. Now this is kind of a, I don't know if you just necessarily needed it, but for me, I'm a side sleeper, and if I'm sleeping on my side without any kind of a pillow, I'm going to wake up with a sore neck. Now I do have another pillow. Now I have this Aries pillow that I could air up, which might be a lot, and it's only 4 ounces, so it might be a lot lighter. I forgot to throw this on the scale to see what it weighed. But, you know, a kink in your neck could be really annoying. So, pillow. Then I have Mountain House meals, biscuits and gravy, beef stew, and chicken and mashed potatoes. Just examples. I got one thing I forgot in my first one was my first aid kit. So I threw it in there along with a life straw. So I can boil water, but I can just stop and get a drink if I need to and not have to worry about firing up the stove to get the water going. I could just dip the straw in the water and then drink. So, first aid kit in a Hidden Woodsman pouch. This is another Hidden Woodsman pouch. I kind of sound like a commercial, but this stuff is just so good. I mean, why not bring it? 10 steaks and cordage. The same sheet, ground sheet. Grabber space blanket. I've got my odds and ends possibles pouch. You got the lid to my kettle, my spork, Hidden Woodsman signal panel, headband, batteries, and duct tape. I'm a pouches kind of person. I like keeping everything organized and separate. So I just reach in, get what I need, and go. Then I have now because I brought Mountain House, I decided to throw in the measuring cup. Then I got the Snow Peak kettle, a mug, and a bandana just to keep the rattle down. And then that's it. And actually one last thing, it's just some tissues for, you know, because I got to blow my nose a lot and it's just going to get irritating. I mean, I have bandanas, but I can use these, and I can use them to wipe my backside if need be, or, you know, you can shove them in your nose if you have a bloody nose or something. And of course the paracord bracelet. Okay, so as I said before, a lot of this is just theory, because I've never been in a survival situation before. Well, knock on wood. You know, I do like to try to think about it when I'm out there. You know, can I make fire? Do I have cutting tools? Knife, saw, whatever. Do I have first aid kit? Do I have, you know, a layer? Like today's raining, so I wore a rain layer, and I've got all my layers on because I'm not walking around and working. Am I going to be warm at night? Now with this, and I do really got to get out there and try this, because it'd be a shame to buy gear and not sleep in it, but you know, this is big, but I'm going to be warm at night, I hope, you know, and I'll have, you know, cover over my head and also reflected heat, cover for the ground, keep my, you know, keep the moisture from soaking up into my bag and my clothes. I mean, there's no, you know, there's no sleeping pad, but you know, I could use boughs, I could use leaves, I could put the tarp over the boughs so I'm not getting a bunch of crap all over my bag. I've got a way to cook, a way to boil, a way to drink water without requiring boil. I recently added a lighter to my pocket. Actually, I've got 2 in here. The pillow is kind of a judgment call. I mean, you could leave it out if you're a stuffed sack with clothes in it kind of guy, you could do that. Honestly, I'd probably just switch over to this pillow because it takes up a lot less room, and it's only 4 ounces, so, and I don't know what the other pillow weighs. I gotta throw it on the scale. I think it's just a couple ounces, so. First aid is addressed. I don't have a sail needle. Wait, do I? No, I do have a sail needle. It's taped to the back of my Mora Black. So, which I've never used or needed, but hey, you know, it doesn't really weigh a lot, so, you know, I got the knife with the ferro rod for the backup. So, now the fuel canister and the stove are kind of a, you know, what if I'm not able to make fire, is what I'm thinking. Or what if I'm on the move and I don't want to stop and go get firewood, or if it's raining and I can't really get a fire going because of rain, because I have failed to get fire going in a realm before, so. As long as I can put up my shelter, put up my, you know, cover with cordage, I can put my sheet down, then I can just fire up the stove, boil a hot brew, which I have a cup for, get a hot brew going, get more water boiling, get a mountain house, you know, get some food in me, because food will warm you up, in theory. And something else with the mountain house bags. And I'm going to try this on a separate video. You could put boiling water in these bags. So then I thought, well, why don't you just wash the bag out and put boiling water in here and use this as a water container. So I'm going to do a separate video on that when I do lunch, because it's near lunchtime and I'm hungry. So as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. I really, I actually enjoyed a lot of your input in the last video. Because it was actually my brother Steven mentioned getting a blanket, but I upped the game with a mummy bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate video on the mummy bag, and then I'll have it up first. Then you can see the kit, and you can kind of let me know. I mean, ditch the pillow, which I probably will ditch this other pillow here. Maybe I'll use it for car camping or something like that. So. You know, I like having a garbage bag because if you've got your pot in the fire, it's all scummy from the fireplace soot or the fire soot and whatnot. Your pot gets all black. The bag will keep the inside of your backpack from getting all gross. So the only thing I really have in here to cover it is any kind of chair. I think 24 pounds is pretty doable though. I mean, 5 pounds is just sleeping gear. So the real test will be the overnighter, which I am planning on doing one. So look forward to your comments and have a good one.